Ephesians chapter 4, verse 29. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it might minister grace unto the hearers. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, or GMS, and peace and blessings to the elect. This is Zakaria from the GMS Dallas camp, and I had a lesson I wanted to go into. I believe I'm just going to title this Bitterness. And, as I started off reading from verse 29, I was at work and the Spirit kind of had me thinking about, how being bitter can just, tear you apart, tear your soul apart, tear apart friendships, make you lose your job, make you lose pretty much everything you have, including your salvation. So it's very important to let that bitterness go and to just trust in the will of Yahweh from Yahushua. Don't try to always, always want to have your point in or something along those lines. I don't know the exact words I want to use, but let the bitterness go and let Yahweh from Yahushua control the situation. You don't always have to control it. Let the control go, whether it be if you're in a council or just situations in life. Just let that bitterness go so that you can start to see situations more clearly, instead of just trying to see things the way you want to see it and force, as they say, force the triangle peg into the square hole. Just let the situation, be guided by the Spirit, not by your wants and needs and how you feel about it. But I'm going to start reading back from there, verse 29 again. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it might minister grace unto the hearers. And grieve not the Spirit of the Most High, whereby ye are sealed unto the day of redemption. Let all bitterness, and that's kind of what I wanted to hit on, let that bitterness go, Whether it was something that you thought should have went one way and it didn't go that way, let that bitterness go. Let it go. Pray, most of all, pray to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to get that off of you, because it's only going to be detrimental to your salvation. And I was watching a video. Salaki, I didn't get to watch it. I was just listening to it while I was at work. The brother Micah Allah, I forget the title of it, Salaki, but he did a great video talking about, this same type of topic, as far as how brothers are acting, just straighten up and think about the scriptures. When you're in any kind of situation, think about the scriptures and think about the brotherhood. Don't think about necessarily what the conversation is right then, but just think to yourself, I'm here for the elect and I'm here for the brotherhood. And if you mess up, which we all do, that's something that I had got on about. If you messed up, just take that rebuke. It doesn't need to be an excuse. And I didn't even realize it. And days later, I thought to myself, damn, you got a lot of excuses. And I prayed on that, and Thawadi Yahweh saw that I was able to see it clearly and let it go and not let that bitterness just continue to fester, Thawadi Yahweh shot for that. I'm going to keep reading. Verse 31. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice. And be ye kind one to another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another, even as the Most High for Yahweh's sake hath forgiven you. And that's what we need. We definitely need that forgiveness. And as we go through these councils and things, and it's going to happen, it's very important to say what's on your mind, because if you don't say what's on your mind, you're going to feel some kind of way about the judgment. And really, you should have been truthful and upfront in how you felt and upfront in what you wanted to say, because the judgment might have been different if you wouldn't have been quiet, if you wouldn't have been holding your tongue, But these are things that we have to go through. I'm going to get one more scripture. Let me see. Hebrews 12. I'm just going to hit for Hebrews 12. I'm going to hit 14 and 15. Follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see Yahweh. Looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of the Most High, lest any root of bitterness springing up trouble you. And you want to smash that bitterness, that root of bitterness trying to grow, that seed of bitterness trying to grow in your mind, and you start thinking that, bro, like, all brothers are against me, and so I got to defend myself. That's not true. Brothers are just trying to do the right thing, and a brother see a fault in you. You brothers got to address that. We're working on our salvation here. So, and thereby many be defiled. I'm going to read 15 one more time. Looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of the Most High, lest any root of bitterness springing up trouble you. And like I said, this topic of bitterness was kind of on my mind. And, the Wadi al-Bashmi we got this outlet to be able to go into the scriptures and, put our thoughts on these, in these videos and, just kind of get these things out. But that's something that was on my mind, definitely. So, let that bitterness go. Let it go. Pray to the Most High to address it, because I know sometimes you can't necessarily find the words that you want to say. Sometimes you might even be intimidated by a brother and you don't necessarily want to say something for fear of, whatever it may be. But pray to the Most High that you get that off of you and that you're able to just speak clearly, concisely, and get to the point and understand that if you did something wrong, let's move on from it. It's been addressed. Let's move on from it. And let's not just be bitter and hating one another. And I believe, like Micah Allah said, backbiting, the constant backbiting. That's because a lot of times we let that root of bitterness just fester in us, and then you gotta, sometimes it's that one brother that you can confide in, and he's going to let you talk and talk and talk and talk. If a brother's coming at you about a situation like that, you got to tell that brother, cut that off. We got to address this. I'm not somebody you can just come and slander another brother too. That's not what I'm here for. So I see there's something going on. So let's figure out a way to address it. And as the things are put on the table, Yahweh Bashmi shall willing, everything can be solved, But, Lord willing, this was edifying. And as always, all praise to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.